quarterback should be mentioned upon the Heisman race. That's up for you guys. And I want you guys to push those pens, push those computers, and do what you can, because you put his numbers up next to the guys in Power Fives, he's doing as much or more than they're doing right now. So when they start talking about Heisman's, which I saw before the previous game, I got a little upset that they didn't mention us, period. And then they mentioned what Shedeur is doing. Forget that he's my son and his last name is Sanders. Any other man doing what he's doing and accomplishing what he's accomplishing this far, this early on, deserves the recognition. You got to understand, when you look at a player and you look at his skill set, it don't take you long to understand this kid could play at any level. It does not take you long to identify Travis Hunter could play anywhere he wanted to play. Shedeur could have went anywhere he wanted to go, and assess it by that nature. We got to stop that foolishness and start really giving players what they're due. I'm liking it to a kid that we go and see that he's a phenomenal street ball player and he can flat out ball, and you telling me he can't hoop with the best at Rutgers Park. Okay, he can. I think we know he can. I think some of those individuals that would have gotten the opportunity for that next level that have come out of Rutgers Park could have been in the NBA. It's not a fact that he can't play in the NFL. See, that's where it gets tricky. So you can't tell me he can play in the NFL, but he's not good enough to be in the Heisman running. That's a lie. That's a lie. So that's where I got you. So if he's good enough to play in the NFL, he's good enough to be in the Heisman ballot. The Heisman is based straight off production. And we're playing against a level, they're playing against a level. Shoot, we just happen to be dominant. We just happen to be dominant. You can't say the level is less. We're just dominant right now.
And a quick follow-up to that, how much does it help that your program and himself get so much exposure to maybe combat some of those stereotypes of, well, he can't be the Heisman Trophy winner?
Well, that's what we're trying to, that was the plan day one, to give our kids, not just our kids at Jackson State, but all HBCU exposure. And that's what we're doing. You all have more exposure than you had. I think you guys are garnishing more clicks than you had normally. BP, before Prime, so we, that was good. God, that was good. And I love it. But the exposure is what we all need to get to the next level. If we don't have exposure, none of us are going to make it to the next level.